Hey guys, welcome to episode number 48 this week. Even though the chat was pretty much toned down and, not exactly in species, just to keep everything else on track and also not losing, anything else besides, having good stuff or having, better than having bad stuff in return. So if you guys recall, basically guys, the chat stopped after almost 40, closer to 37 minutes from last week, but we're finally back to what we're able to handle, and, making sure everything else is crystal clear. I'm pretty much better than bronze or silver. We want to be at the gold standard. So that's the main part of it. To keep ourselves in general and much more, pretty much in the middle. But yeah, guys, as a guys' king, I am back as your king and your luckiest man. With episode number 48 this week, guys, for, any game I do for an hour and 40 minutes plus. As always, from Tuesday mornings to, once again today. So today, guys, if you guys had an awesome May the 4th be with you, if you guys want plenty of Star Wars, or, let's just to be open and honest. Let's just see exactly where we're at, how much is worth needing or wanting. People shouldn't lose any part of that, so. But other than that, guys, today's the date. After May the 4th, Star Wars, to begin the Star Wars, first weekend. Today, guys, it is May 5th, 2025. May the 5th be with you guys. But other than that, guys, I was pretty much staying active for a while yesterday, and, got a couple things to my future fiancé. So, let's keep everything else static and, guys, keep everything else in position. Like I said, most of what we're doing is, always treated fairly. And not getting ourselves, pushed around or have any negotiation. Deep, Oilbear Deep Saka, make a love shout out. How you doing this morning? Here's make a love shout out to you, partner. How you doing? Glad to go done having another good night's sleep yesterday. Let's make sure everything else was end up in between and also not losing track. And making sure we're not losing any closer. I have something much more to begin and also headline. Make sure there's no problems or concerns as we speak today. But as far as anything else goes, guys, like I said, everything else has been, the same. As far as what's going on this week based on the schedule. So basically we were supposed to have that meeting, guys, the state of WoW here today. And also how Chief is going. So basically, we were supposed to have it around 3:30, guys, with our popularity, entertainment, and energy. Guys, it's me as a man, and with you guys as well. So just to be open and honest. Basically, there's actually a major problem. Not exactly a major, position. But also, guys, the major problem is, what's I say, guys, the problem? We're not going to be able to have that meeting today since I have to go to work at Chief this afternoon, and, you know what they say, guys? We always want to stay much more active. We want to keep much more in position. Despite the fact, keep making that money, going into Lancaster much more, and, to see exactly where we're at, how we're doing, and, we don't want to get ourselves washed up or pretty much inside or outside of the peak today, guys, to keep everything else in general here today. But nothing else, guys, but it's all in between. Getting ourselves, geared up and not switching gears all the time, so. But other than that, guys, today is May the 5th, 2025, so the fact is, as far as not having that meeting today is concerned, I don't think it's going to be a bad idea. You know, we want to keep ourselves active and keep ourselves in position. So guys, what we're going to do today is we're going to do a little bit of this main quest this morning, since, you know, remember guys, the chat stopped last week. Almost an hour and, I mean, not exactly the rightful time for an hour and 40 minutes plus than before, or exactly the last time. You guys keep everything else, unless you guys keep everything public and private. But usually it was not exactly what we're hoping to stand and deliver from, and pretty much exactly get to. So, basically, you know, we lasted over 30 minutes plus. You know, during this last, you know, guys, during this last week, I mean, coming out of this past April, as of right now. So basically, I think it was probably not much of something static, or maybe having something much more in between, or getting the attention. But making sure we're not having, you know, bad concerns or bad injuries. Rose Dark, good morning. Long loves, Nanny Esper, make a love shout out. Thank you for coming by, guys. Or else it's not going to really be, well, it's not going to be able to start when we want it to be, and also, all of us that can really plan ahead. And yes, guys, what we're planning to do. But other than that, guys, besides the meeting today, I go back to Steve to the 7 this afternoon, and then I did tell the 1, and also does the pickups besides going to, you know, guys, going out of, I mean, as far as anything else goes, well, other than that, I don't have to worry about going into the other, you know, guys, the other damn transportation anymore when it comes to Special Olympics or any fun stuff going on. So the plan going forward, guys, I'm gonna have another 2 days of WoW tomorrow and Wednesday. But what's come to think of it, guys, as your king and your luckiest man, I think we'll probably have that that work meeting, you know, tomorrow and Wednesday, until we hear something otherwise, and see where that goes. But so it's not going to be this afternoon, since my ass has to work this afternoon, going forward today, so, you know, it doesn't have any other stuff being unpleasant or being obvious. Speaking of other stuff, guys, for your first place winner, for your king, your luckiest man, I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning with our biggest, strongest, awesome, beautiful, exciting type power of our beautiful, gigantic, strongest, amazing, you know, charming power of our community. Do what we can for one another. And remember, guys, you do it because you're driven. As long as we know exactly what we're up against and know exactly what we're doing, you know, guys, with our popularity, entertainment, and energy, remember, guys, you do it because you're driven, and you want to have something to specialize in front of it, not get ourselves guilty. Hey, Brother Zords! Brother Zords, make a love shout out. How you doing? Collector's Corner, thank you for coming by today, guys. And also ladies and gents. Well, ladies and gentlemen, sorry. But other than guys, as far as anything else, we don't have to worry about, you know, getting ourselves being pointed at, as much as anything. Let's see where that goes. How you been, Brother Zords? I haven't seen you I haven't been in your live streams in a while, so far today, but it's usually when it comes to staying active, guys. Keep our eyes open, by smelling the coffee, and have something to bite on. And also tackle, having breakfast in the mornings. But yeah, guys, I repeat, as a king and your luckiest man, I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning. With our biggest, strongest, beautiful, exciting, charming, beautiful power, that's the strongest of our community. Making sure we have our social media, making sure we have our boundaries today, and, you know, making sure we have something in between. How many of you guys in the chat want to help my channel and want to be mods? I mean, that's the main thing. And also, guys, a bit of my left rib cage has been a little bit, you know, not exactly satisfying, but usually, you know, not the best of sorts right now. I'm assigning 2 people on moderators, guys. So far, we are now at 623. 623 guys in the chat, so was more supportive, more lovable. I've also met Brother George since I've seen him at Rogan LeDuc. Because I haven't seen Sister Rogan in a while. Alright guys, Brother George is now at 624 mods in my book. So nothing would really be persuasive. But yeah guys, I repeat, just to really obtain and also get some in return. Alright guys, we're now at 625 mods now. 625, which is amazing. But yeah, like I said guys, I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning. You know, we can still waking up or sleeping in every morning. We can still have our social media, our YouTube accounts. And yes guys, we are officially at 625 mods here today. That's a good way to start a chat. You know, when it comes to, you know, 40 minutes plus, or any other games I do on the schedule, it's usually an hour and a half. No more than that. Thank you guys for being on YouTube accounts, the socialization, a lot of building, our social media guys, and our podcast services. Our podcast services guys, all around our apps today, like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and so much more. So, I'm not going to point out anything else as far as GTA 6 is concerned. No, I think all of us can really relate. Yesterday was May the 4th be with you, if you guys were watching Star Wars. So, according to Lucasfilm, George Lucas is going to be 81 years old after, a week from this Wednesday. He's going to be 81 years old, guys. This brother is behind Lucasfilm by far, and nobody can replace the man, or the excellent, and the best composer of all time. And that is, guys, what are we thinking of? And who's pretty much doing a lot of the hard work when it comes to symphonies and also, being some sort of a music conductor. The one and only, guys, the one that makes a lot of that happen when it comes to, despite the fact with soundtracks and also Star Wars music. The one and only, guys, is the man himself, John Williams. Now, if John Williams does something a little bit with Star Wars Starfighter in the next 2 years, I want to say probably he retires after the next 2 Star Wars movies in his music career. Even though he can still compose a little bit, but it doesn't change the fact, guys, that he still loves what he does. That's the main thing. I haven't heard anything else since yesterday. Since the chat was, because everything else was good, and making sure everything else was, entirely up, and making sure nothing else was dragged. Or pretty much comprehending. You know what they say, guys? It's alright if you're in it. It's alright if you don't. I'm not gonna sing any other song besides the fact. But like I said, my true love was asking, when is the next time Star Wars is gonna be on? I told her, I said, well, my honest opinion, guys, we're not gonna be expecting Star Wars movies until, well, it's probably not gonna be until May 16th, a week from, this Friday, So, Star Wars won't be back on till then. I do know Indiana Jones is coming back on, I think sometime after this week as well. I might put a few requests at Chief, since I sent a few things to Kevin, through Partners in Employment, and, as far as Brother Caleb goes, like I said, guys, if we were supposed to have that meeting, instead of me targeting Chief for 2 to 7 today, would have been exactly a different story. We want to see how everything else is fitting, and to see how everything else is going here today. As long as we're not above damsel distress, I don't think anything else would be, a bad idea, having a bad reputation. So honestly, guys, no. We don't have to worry about anything else. Easier said than done. As far as the side quests go, we've never done anything between the 2 monster quests by far. Or have everything else being spoken. Or having the tribe spoken otherwise for it. So guys, we're still at the same 2 hunts here today. So got 7 and 8 precisely. So I don't understand why. So basically, guys, if we're looking to do something with medical herbs, I don't know how that's going to be really winding the chains and also, you know, twisting and also not being above decency. So we're hoping to do some with that today, guys. From your king, guys, and your luckiest man today. Now everybody else is level 41. The ones that I have put in as party members today, and also to kick off this morning, have been exactly different, or pretty much not worth persuading, or not losing track of it. So it does not have to get itself, one way or having two things out of the other. So it does not need to have any democracy on it. Excuse me. But yeah, guys, like I said, guys, I go back to Chief today, 2 to 7. While tomorrow and Wednesday, I don't know if I'll work with Vic this time. It all depends if I would have a bit of the ego. Keep everything else on the down low while we're at it. So it all depends. Keep everything else, planning ahead. Let's see what's going on, going further. But like I said, guys, I've been tired for the last after being active and, relaxation for the last over every single weekend, or exactly each weekend going forward. So that's actually all there is to it, You want to bring a lot of rest, you want to bring a lot of relaxation, get something to eat, not exercise as much, but you just want to have something that makes you feel good, and makes you feel proud, so. But honestly, guys, you do it because you're driven, and you don't want to get yourselves out of control, or not wasting your boundaries or your health mostly. You always want to keep yourselves 100% pure. That's all there is to it, guys. Keep yourselves pure, and not have anything going in somebody else's way. But now, guys, everything else is gonna be okay. We're still at Star Wars. Today is May the 5th, guys, of Star Wars, by the way. So it does not have to really conflict or get ourselves squashed. Squashed, guys, not as much. Lalo's saying, make a lot of shout out. Thank you for joining us today. Well, like I said, guys, we're actually at 625 mods now, which is really excellent. Does not need to have any self-pity or washed up on anything. But we are exactly where we're at so far, to get through today. So like I said, guys, if the meeting's not going to be today, since I have to work this afternoon, it's probably not going to be until tomorrow. We're leaning towards maybe tomorrow through Kevin and Caleb, and if not, Wednesday. Depends when we can really. Depends on the game plan, and depends on how much energy it's got left for a while. I've only been what they have for a little over a month now, so that's exactly it. And let's just see where everything else stands up, and see how much we can tackle. And but like I said, guys, with everything else on board, I don't see anything else being, playing ahead as far as that goes, and also Chief. Guys, we don't want to get ourselves losing our juices or being tired out by the time we go back to cheerleading, so. So, honestly, we actually do not. We don't want to get ourselves dragged out. We don't want to get ourselves, parked at the wrong time. Keeping ourselves, awake and also keep everything moving. Well, guys, speaking of other stuff today, since we're always at that point today. You guys remember, today it's May the 5th be with you. Today's May 5th, guys, 2025 for Star Wars Week. And to keep everything of a galaxy far, far away. This year is 2025, guys. In the United States. No, back to what I was saying, guys. If you guys are here today, we want to keep ourselves, get ourselves dry and wet. If you guys want to catch more Final Fantasy XII Zodiac gates, every I mean, from Tuesday mornings, guys, every week. For now in 40 minutes plus entirely. All you guys need to do is like it. Hope you guys like it. Share, comment, and follow. Like, share, comment, and follow, guys. RF8, thank you for coming by again. We want to keep ourselves exactly where we're at today. And our plans here today, when we can. We don't want to get ourselves dragged or losing our juices, or to listen as much. You know, guys, what we're leading towards is keeping everything else simple. And, you know, guys, doing something together otherwise. Oh no, what did we actually just get just now? Oh yeah, guys, we pretty much got a different, thing about, pretty much headstones for a second. So I don't know how that's going to go. Or I'm trying to relive it. And no self-esteem on it, guys, so we'll see. But I repeat, guys, as I was saying, if you guys want to catch more Final Fantasy XII Zodiac aids, from Tuesday mornings every week, guys, from another Monday as of right now, all you guys need to do is like it, support, comment, and follow, guys. Like, so comment, and follow, like and share the stream, and do not get yourselves disruptive. Remember, guys, you do it because you're driven. You want to keep yourselves active. You want to keep yourselves not being negative, or pretty much anything else, not losing track. You want to keep yourselves in general. And it's always good to be alive, too, guys. That's all that matters. But, you know, guys, the more we gain, the less we will not be, you know, falling down or being collapsed otherwise. But we want to keep ourselves in position. We want to keep ourselves awake and keep everything, you know, under control, not to have any bad ideas, and not have anything going in one direction out the other. But you do it because you're driven, guys. That's all that matters. But yeah, guys, I repeat, remember, guys, like it. All you guys need to do, when you catch more of a game on the schedule, you guys always want to be exactly who you actually want to be. You know, you don't want to get yourselves tested. You don't want to get yourselves having a disturbance in the force. Nobody wants to see that between the channel. But I repeat, guys, like it, share, comment, and follow. Like, share, comment, and follow. Like and share the stream. And give each other thumbs up, guys. Thumbs up, guys. Views, popularity, etc., etc. And have a lot of smiles and laughs. And yes, guys, bring our views and beliefs. I'm gonna quickly use the quickening, guys, so I can, you know, start rocking a little bit. Actually, no. We're not gonna have an opportunity to do that. Yeah, these enemies, guys, are not that hard, to be honest. Especially if they're above sea level. And pretty much the same as whatever beginner level they are. So we don't need to worry about that, guys. Well, we should keep ourselves, you know, in position and be right on cue. But alright, guys, remember, like it, share, comment, and follow. Like, share, comment, and follow, guys. Take your time. Like and share the stream. Have a lot of socialization. And be open and honest when we're looking at in the chat comes to live streams. Take your time, but do not get yourselves by being alone as such. Like and share the stream, guys. Have a lot of socialization. Like, share, comment, and follow. And do not get yourselves, you know, parked at the wrong time. Or get yourselves by being hypnotized, if you will. If you guys want me to play new games on the schedule, I do want to go back to RoboCop Rock City. It's coming Thursday in the mornings, but the fact is, I mean, the more tired I get, the more sleep I really want to handle by sleeping in all the time. So I think that's the only thing that always gets to me. You know, guys, the more we gain, the more we can really, you know, handle, and also, like I said, guys, it's all about staying alive at the eyes of the Lord. You know, we want to keep ourselves active. We want to keep ourselves in the rightful place at the right time, and, you know, we don't want to get ourselves, you know, out of the way. Make it so we're not being head and shoulders. We're not to everybody else on keeping everyone else in position. You know, guys, if we're looking at head and shoulders just like everybody else, not doing what we're doing and loving what we do when it comes to any account, to anything, in any kind for the chat, I don't think people are you know, looking at it, or trying to take any documentary on a live stream, or, you know, taking notes, or taking tests. It all depends. And people are right on time, but do not test yourself guilty. You don't want to have a guilty pleasure, guys, when people are live streaming or try to disturb the peace. But yeah, guys, for your king and your luckiest man, you guys want me to play new games on the schedule? I don't see RoboCop being replaced at all. I mean, if I do, it'll be the last thing that would really require. And it would also be the last thing for us today, guys. Just to really, you know, bring something else to the table, you know? Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna get this, message for, I'm gonna get this other message for, One Loves Rincey. Says it's been like a little up and down, up and down. But not a whole bunch of it. But yeah, guys, if you want me to play new games on the schedule, with our popularity today, guys, entertainment and energy, and based on what we can do as far as Chief and WoW goes for the time being, so we have that meeting. I mean, it's probably going to be tomorrow or Wednesday. It's going to be probably in the afternoon, but I'll still keep you guys infoed and you know, suggested on it. And have answers to be exact and also have the right answers to question it. Whatever works out for us. But to play new games on the schedule, guys, you guys want me to add anything or have something to work with? And I have something to add. Whatever works well, guys. Wants to have something completed, wants something full instead of going half. Make sure you guys hit that like button, support button, and comment. If you guys like it, share, comment, and follow. Have a lot of socialization. Observe by any kind. Take your time, guys. Do not get yourselves lost up as anything else should be, or being exactly what it is. I mean, that's like what we can do, guys. We want to have much more bonding, you know, concentrate on what we're doing on the channel, and we don't want to get ourselves carried away. And we have 100% energy, guys. That's like what we want to be, percentage. That's also a big fantasy, too. I guess we're finally going to Sunstone today, so I guess we could probably start going back to the same thing that we've done so far. Keep everything else under control. And also having a strong benefit. But I repeat, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button, support button, and comment. Make sure you connect to the right channel. I do want my followers back up as much as possible. What's up, Miss Carol? Make a love shout out. Make a love shout out. Never give you up. Never gonna let you down. Not a whole lot. Make guys hit that like button, socialize it on the channel. Give each other thumbs up, guys, comments, views, and build a lot of W8s where we meet some nice people. You know, loving, caring, supportive, popularity people that are here. We are always have and always will be, guys. We are the biggest, strongest, beautiful, exciting, intense, beautiful, exciting, and massive power, or massive, strongest, exciting power, guys, for our community. We're now at 625 mods today. I actually did assign, you know, 4 moderators to you guys' channel and make it worthwhile. Now, speaking of other stuff, guys, or anyone can possibly forget, we don't want to forget our tools. Now, and when it comes to tools, guys, we always want to have them in front of us and not get ourselves by forgetting anything. Now, with our social media today, guys, when we, you know, continue and have much more of an expert, the most important thing, guys, and the most important rule with our group, and everybody else with mods and also our popularity, guys, entertainment and energy, is love support. I repeat, guys, the most important rule today with our channels, like a group up, that's big, that's strong, and also perfect, is love, support, and respect is the key. Stay awesome and creative. We are now officially, guys, at 625 mods now. This is perfect. That's pretty good. And we have something that's much more, persuade and also be in position. So, yeah, guys, we do not want to get ourselves lost up either. But as long as we know what we're doing, we want to keep everything else in general. We want to keep everybody else intact. Now, as far as finding this other kid goes, I want to see where this other brother is. So, the brother we're looking for, guys, is Sadeen. S-A-D-E-E-N. As guys, that's Diana. So, Diana does not have the answer to that quest. Technically, guys, she does not. We want to see... We have somebody that's called the S-A, and the first two letters of the name. So, here we got Zen. I don't think Zen is going to work out a whole lot of things. Honestly, guys, probably not. But we always want to reassert. Keep everything else in the main attraction. Keeping everybody else in position, too. We always want to see how much we can go forward, guys, on the channel. And, see where that goes going forward. For your king, guys, and your luckiest man. But as long as we're sounding good, guys, if we're wearing a headset, we're using earbuds on anything, we always want to hear what people are saying. That's the main thing. As long as the game is not that high, or not going down low as much. If we can do that, guys, everybody's entitled to their own opinions, and to have a good smile, and have some good laughs too. But yeah, guys, stay awesome and creative with our 625 mods to group, and also going up. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. When we meet and greet, guys, we don't want to joke around when it comes to our channels, making fun of that, making fun of the other. That's what, why, when, and why. It does not need to get ourselves being impatient, or get ourselves if something else is classy or being clumsy as much. But yeah, guys, we are the biggest, strongest, beautiful, talented, exciting, awesome, excellent, impressive, strongest power, guys, of our community right now. Even though I'm just barely hanging on between followers today, it does not need to get ourselves worked out, or get ourselves projected, or having everyone else be treated fairly, or perhaps we would have something much more standard, and much more of something to work out and also begin with too. But like I said, guys, you do it because you're driven, you're first place winner in over 20 years for bowling on a bowling tournament, and you do something that makes you feel good, and you do something that makes you feel proud, and be in that position. Well, remember, guys, you do it because you're driven, and when people see you do something, we're actually there to see it, no matter what happens. I'm something that we do, guys, that we're here to see it. We don't want to get ourselves in trouble as much. We always want to do something that makes people feel comfortable to ourselves and to a lot of people. That's all we can really bring balance in between. There we go, guys. We always want to keep everything else at the same point at the same time. But yeah, guys, we meet and greet, we socialize together, we want to group up and stay happy and stay active when we have our channels, rocking and rolling. Anytime we manage to find people, secure our channels, have better channels, have exactly where a lot of us want to be. Doing something that makes us feel good and, staying possible, keeping ourselves moving. I actually want to stick with one job. It all depends on whatever's going to be going on in between. As long as people are not going night-night this month, or being treated as such. We want to keep everybody else in possession. We want to keep ourselves what we're leaning towards today. So, So, since I got saved 2 to 7 today, guys, no tweets already meeting today, so even though I have to stay active at work going forward, like I said, guys, another 2 days at WoW, tomorrow and Wednesday. So that's why nothing else is going to be pulverized. Or it's trying to surrender and surrender all the time, so. As long as nothing else is going to be weakening, we're doing something that makes it worth waiting, and also standing in and delivering. When we can have it. And do what we have. I mean, not about how, guys, but when. That's the only answer. But all we have to do, guys, anytime we manage to find people, socialize with people by staying positive instead of negative, with all of us, with our 625 mods, to stay aggressive and having a lot of experience and progressing, all we have to do, guys, is keep the pressure on, battle something that we haven't done before, and keep everything on Lucasfilm going on the Star Wars week today, guys, and doing something that makes us feel comfortable. All we have to do, guys, anytime we manage to find people, all we have to do, guys, is follow Sarah on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, guys. It's the best way to interact with our YouTube channels. You guys can follow me, guys, Zach Dawson, or JD, Zach Dawson, guys, if you want. If I'm looking at Sahi, or that makes it worth being funny, or doing something that makes it worth good, you know, everything else would be supportive and lovable when it comes to our channels all the time. We want to make it right. We want to make sure everything else is comfortable and not being far away. Nobody wants to be far away from anyone else. Nobody has and nobody needs to. We'll be forced to do something. But yeah, guys, as far as anything else goes for social media today, you know, making sure where we're at and how much we're standing tall by standing and delivering today on the channel. You guys remember, I've been on YouTube for over 8 years, been on Twitter, X, and Facebook for 6 years. I'll be going to 9 on YouTube on July 30th, 7 on Twitter, X, and Facebook altogether. Let's see how much we're adding up to, and see how much we're crossing so far today. And doing something that makes it feel awesome, make it so you're not feeling guilty as much. Because 9 times out of 10, you don't want to get yourselves, pulled over, or having the police start discovering something that's going good to bad. So we don't want to have some, going either way. But we always want to keep everything else sharp, and also everything else in general. Just to make sure we're standing tall, and so we're having something of a blast, knowing how to keep the good times rolling. And yeah, we want to keep everything else the way it should be. Guys, having something awesome instead of something worth relating. But I repeat, guys, as soon as we get to 9 and 7, guys, on Twitter and the other 2 apps here today, for Twitter X and Facebook, 3 out of 3. Let's keep everything else persuasive and, much more to upgrade on our channels and our social media. I've been on YouTube for over 8 years today, guys, and also 6 on Twitter, X, and Facebook. And my sexiest, beautiful final queen, guys, and I, my sweetheart and I, guys, have been together for over 8 years. I lost her once. My true love and I are not losing each other's ass anytime soon. I lost her once, guys, not losing her but twice since. It's been over 8 years. Her and I still want to get married in the future. To go forward here today. And, it's not about when, how, or what, or why. But you always stick with the right person at the right time. You don't want to have somebody else focus on one woman to a man and get to the next to the next. So that's actually not the best answer that people can really accept, or and to see what their bodies or their hearts leaning towards. Guys, there's only one person that can make it worthwhile for you guys, and that would be God. If you guys go to church, you start praying and praying, see what you're doing right and see what you're doing wrong. The Lord can help you by any means necessary. because God loves you. That's the main thing. So, until Love and I, guys, we're gonna be staying around as much as anything else goes right now. So that's why we are a young hunt romantic couple for our future. I'm gonna be 32, guys. In the next, I'm in a month from this month, guys, of May soon. So that's something to think about when we have the good insurance, have the cash, and also the gift wrapping by then. But I doubt WoW's gonna be staying that long, as far as nothing else will start ruining anything. But I think we'll be fine, guys, as long as we have congrats and keep on rolling. Alright, guys, speaking of other stuff today, that's gonna be the end of our social media today, guys. Me, guys, is the king, and your luckiest man. I'll tell you what I've been doing with baseball in just a little bit. What's all on today, guys? The champ, ever since last week, it wasn't doing as much, you know? It just barely... So basically, guys, from last week, during the last episode of Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Gates, basically the chat only lasted over 35 minutes plus. Not much longer than that. But alright, guys, we're gonna talk about Steam in just a few minutes. Apparently Vaughn just got himself killed. That's why he's level 40, guys, along with Boss and Fran for now. But we're gonna get his butt healed for a second. There we go, guys. Now, if I'm gonna try, guys, to get to this one monster for the hunt, now it's gonna be the time, guys. So, if I'm gonna do something with these guys, that'd be great. But let me see if I can look up something, guys. Well, guys, the hunt that we're doing, we don't want to get ourselves, getting ourselves out of the way, or giving ourselves pause as much. So, guys, what we're looking for, it's called Encandelados. I'm gonna talk about Steam, guys, in the next 3 to 4 minutes. So that way I can tell you guys how baseball is going, and with RPGs, and how much we can really collect the best gaming possible. You know, guys, for better and better for this year, guys, where we're at, besides delaying game to next year. That's something we do not want to be. Nothing else has, and nothing would be. You know, not exactly losing track. Alright, guys, let's look at hunts for a second. Yeah, guys, his name is El Candelos. So we're looking at number 10. So guys, if we're looking at the location here, it would probably be somewhere. So guys, if we're looking at inside or outside the roads here today, we want to see, you know, we just got done confirming that with, you know, the last city that we were at multiple times. That would be Zahara, exactly. But we still haven't found this one hunt really observed either. So that's the main question, guys, and that's also the main attraction while we're at it. I mean, to keep everything else in general for it. That's how we haven't done anything else persuasive for that, so that's why it explains why. So, so guys, I'm taking out a bit of this, I'm taking out a little bit of the, YouTube video for a second, and we want to keep everything else in the reins. We're looking at Bullcrock for a second. Now, Bullcrock is not the answer either, so, yeah, guys, Bullcrock is not. Hold on, let's go, so guys, I'm gonna take out another video on this one. So if we're looking to get to the nearest monster on this area, guys, or pretty much in higher grounds, I think that's exactly where we want to be. We want to keep ourselves, you know, to see exactly where he is, and see where he can actually be in this area. Yeah, guys, I don't know, but I know he's here somewhere to begin with, so. Like I said, we don't want to lose track or keep everything else, you know, to see exactly what he can be. Alright, guys, I'm double checking with one hunt after the other. Guys, according to this YouTube video, it only has about, say, actually not a whole lot of things. But basically it's just one will watch this two to begin with, so. Well guys, there's the kendos. Hold on guys, let me go back in and go back out for a second. So that's the kendos. Hold on. So I think what we're gonna do guys, we're gonna get ourselves fast track for a second. We do not want to get ourselves pressured or be spreaded fairly for it. So we're going back in, go back out guys. And there he is guys, that's what I'm talking about. I finally get to have this one hunt and nail the son of a bitch guys. So I'm gonna use flame birds on this hunt right now. So just to make sure everything is excellent, I think we finally are gonna get the hunt established now. So that's a good thing. Well guys, speaking of other stuff, just we're taking on an exciting hunt finally. Finally get to bring something to Steam while we're at it. But we're not gonna get to Steam yet. I have to get through this one other thing outside the App Store coming out of my PC. But I find that the same thing at the same time being annoying. You're talking about total protection on a computer, a tablet, or a phone. Or whatever works out between any device. You don't want to get yourselves washed up. You don't want to get yourselves by refreshing by starting something new on it. Well guys, speaking of Steam today, head over to the Steam store. Head over to the Steam store guys, besides the App Store. Hold on guys, let me get this crap out of here. Hold on. Alright guys, Thrill Strike from Fran. We want to keep ourselves entertained and having a strong pulse. Alright guys, head over to the Steam store today. You guys can go after any games you want, putting as much money as you want on the Steam card today. You guys already know my name on Steam, your first place winner from the bowling tournament, and also your guys' king and your luckiest man. Me guys, Zach Dawson. If you guys have nothing, you guys have nothing, really, entirely nothing to lose. That's all that matters. Well remember guys, you do it because you're driven. This year is 2025 guys for better and better gaming. That's all we can have to build. You know, have something to lean towards and also have something sharp on. Oh wow guys, he's using... Gosh dang guys, he's using spinning kick? I think that's the first time between Fran or my characters right now. Well guys, we're gonna have somebody else be, you know guys, have someone else use the quickening while we're at it, so. So really guys, this monster is already restoring his damn health right now, so. So while we're going, hold on. I actually have the wrong one between this monster. There we go guys. We want to use it on the kendos here today. That's why we don't want to get ourselves mistaken. There we go. Alright guys, what was I saying? Oh yeah guys, for Dozens Deserves for Gaming, head over to the Steam store. Head over to the Steam store guys, make a game account, go after pre-orders and in-store purchases, and buy something. If you guys are going after old games, if you guys are going after free games, head over to the Steam store today guys and buy something. If you guys are going after old games, going after special games. And if you guys are getting bucks for Rocket League or Fortnite, you guys go after any of the two games for a beginner's luck and have something to test your skill. So you guys can go after bucks for Rocket League or Fortnite with beginner's opportunity. You guys can do your own gameplay reviews, whatever game you purchase. It's always going to be part of your possession or obsession, or whatever you guys can play with better gameplay, have something excellent, something awesome and amazing, or usually with downloadable content on it. So head over to Steam store guys and buy something. If you guys are going to get bucks for Rocket League or Fortnite, that's something you guys can start to begin with. You do not want to get yourselves not knowing exactly what we're doing. What you're doing, what I'm doing as king and the luckiest man, or doing something that's more, that keeps everything without being, exactly what we could really end up having. Or it's something to figure out, guys, and work out, mostly. If you guys go after any of the 2 games with no extra cost. Maybe you guys again the special offers today. Now the games that are special offered on Steam today. You guys can go after a game called Heroes Adventure. That's around $10.79 on Steam today. So you guys can buy that special deal if you want bad enough. If you guys are going after Uprising, $17.49. You guys can buy Subsistence for $9.09, which I think that's a little bit of a newer game that's been out for a year or 2 years, maybe like 3 years between being as a special offer on Steam, on PlayStation, or exactly on Xbox too. I haven't heard anything about that game, or have something much more persuasive, or being done differently. And you guys can go after Damon X Messina for $10 too on Steam. So any games you guys can bring to the table, you do not want to miss a single thing. If we're listening to Aerosmith, I don't want to miss a thing. As always, coming in of Armageddon, one of the beautiful songs coming out of that has actors in it. You talk about Bruce Willis, you talk about Ben Affleck. Arnold Schwarzenegger, guys, no. That brother's not in that movie, so. But Armageddon is one of a kind with movies when it comes to going to space or doing something that actors or a lot of us here today haven't done. Once I know Lance Armstrong has done it, Buzz Aldrin has done it, and John Glenn has done most of that too. So, and yes, he has. So, nobody can replace the man. Nobody can replace the woman. Despite the fact, guys, when it comes to going to space, nobody can. But yeah, guys, those are the games that are on sale today. Another game on sale today on Steam that you guys can look at. You guys can go after a $5 deal on Steam. The game is called, guys, C2 Cora. Or C2 Cora. C-O-R-R-A. Now, I haven't mentioned anything with that game entirely. I'll be treated fairly for that. So honestly, guys, no. I haven't heard much about that, just to have something grouped in and also for tackling, or you talked about observing a new game that's not been selected, or having something to puzzle up together. So can we use another ice on him, please? Actually, guys, we're just gonna get our butts out of here. And guys, since we have a good cure, we're gonna be with Sweeting. We're not gonna take on this monster. We finally got the hunt what we want this brother to be. We finally do. And finally have, and we finally got his attention. So the attention is much better instead of looking the other way. Speaking of other stuff, guys, on Steam, if you guys are looking to get any pre-orders, I do know, guys, the only games that are on for pre-order right now, they actually want to get my attention. I'm trying to get you guys to get the best games possible, as long as we're not dressing as Ferris Bueller, just to try to set up a trap or something. But if you guys are looking to pre-order any games, you guys can pre-order Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4. I don't know if that game's going to be tough for me to buy this year. I mean, I might still get the game, but that game won't be releasing, guys, till July 11th exactly. So I don't see exactly why not, having everything else going, down below or going a little more higher. But you guys know, I do want to try to research and get that game soon. You guys understand, I really want to have something standard. Just to see something happen, watch it happen, saw it happen. As long as people don't have to get themselves in trouble, or having good luck, or having boundaries with any other stuff to, to handle. Do not get yourselves disturbed, guys. When it comes to buying better gaming, whatever, you guys can buy some on Steam, on PlayStation. or doing something with Xbox. That's something you guys can think about too. Whatever you guys want or need for a game, a lot of games can stand and deliver, and give people what they wish for. That's all that matters. But speaking of other stuff, guys, there's a lot of games in this world you guys do not want to miss, or mess around a whole lot with. You know, guys, with DLC, with modifications. You know, guys, just to make sure the gameplay sounds good, and also the voices sound good. So, if you guys are going after another pre-order, you guys can pre-order Elden Ring Night Rain. That should be releasing this coming July as well. Just to look out for. Delta St. Eater is also going to be binding. I mean, that could probably be the upcoming game after Tony Hawk this year. I'm home. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna miss Tony Hawk, which I don't think I will. Or I will not. Trust me. I feel like Tony Hawk is gonna be widening the changes. You know, guys, what are the better changes when it comes to better gaming? You know, better and better very often. So, that's something I do want to gear up and, you know, still probably buy this year. Delta St. Eater, guys. That game is something I would rather assume and also take charge of. And not exactly lose track when it comes to, you know, everything else being a positive pleasure. And also a better opportunity for, Konami with, Delta St. Eater of Metal Gear Solid by far. That game will still be releasing, guys, on August 28th. And also, guys, don't forget about Borderlands 4 either. Since GTA 6 is not going to be releasing till next year in May, all I'm saying is, guys, those are the only games I only see winning this year. The games I'm predicting for this year's Game Awards is coming December, guys. Let's keep everything else recent, and also, you know, guys, the way the games can really picture. You know, also, guys, being the standard nominee going forward. I still think it's gonna. I mean, if GTA 6 is not winning this year, and having that still being delayed till 2026 going forward, I can only see, guys. I mean, in my head, you guys can agree any honest compliments you guys can see for with gaming. The only games I can see winning, you know, guys, in my book, I'm only probably predicting. Well, first and foremost, the only game I see winning out of the three, I'm predicting Borderlands 4, Assassin's Creed Shadows, and Delta St. Eater. Elden Ring Night Rain will probably be in the top 4. But my first two choices is Borderlands 4 and Assassin's Creed Shadows. So, but if you guys want to know how much, if you guys want to talk about how many copies Borderlands 4, because you guys all know that game won't be, you know, catching our eye until September 12th. You know, 2 weeks after Delta St. Eater starts, you know, dialing in. So if you guys think about it, those three games have a big, I want to say those games have a, you know, guys, have a big chance. But without GTA 6, no. GTA 6, guys, Rockstar should have had a better opportunity by not delaying the game itself till next year. You know, guys, that game would have wrapped everything up. That game would have had its own boundaries to stand. And that's something to think about, too. It's just, you know, people have an understanding of why. Why that game, why this game, why the other game does not have to volunteer by taking something that it is, and pretty much not exactly when it's supposed to be releasing of its consoles, and usually when it's not. Trust me. As long as everything else worth trying to figure something out, guys, with better gaming, a lot of us know our place when it comes to having something better. So those are my honest winners, guys. One of the games that would be sending tall in my book is Borderlands 4, because Borderlands 4, that game is going to be amazing. Doubt this Snake Eater? Of course. I don't see why not. But you guys gotta know, Assassin's Creed Shadows has to be in the top 3 as well. I mean, look at how many damn copies it's been making. It's been making over 2 million. We talk about almost 3 million copies this year. Well, it might be in the 2.5 millions column, towards where Assassin's Creed Shadows is at. That's all we can really predict, and having an awesome and better sum. Just to have a grand total. Okay, speaking of other stuff, I already told you my name, Zach Dawson on the Steam. Been around over 4 years, you know, trying to continue the balance and not get ourselves without anything else being ruthless and aggressive. So guys, we finally got 1100 from him. I don't know if there's any, since we finally got a Kendus, we're gonna see if there's any other hunts today. Yeah, I'm just playing a little Monopoly Go, guys. Let's make sure my properties are not at stake. We're keeping ourselves, you know, going forward or backward. But okay, speaking of other stuff today, if you guys are into RPGs that are stronger and better than ever, do not forget to make a lot of exploration happen, guys. There's a lot of RPGs you have played, and don't forget to have a lot of experience while we're at it, and really look at gameplay footage. So guys, if you're into RPGs, like I am, as an expert badass since I was a kid, if you guys are buying RPGs today, like Final Fantasy, Assassin's Creed, God of War, The Last of Us, going after any games that really recommend, you know, you guys want to think about too. Remember guys, to you guys, to yourselves, and to a lot of people. And to me too, so there's a lot of games out there that have the best fine RPGs that a lot of us can stand and also start looking at, you know. You know guys, RPGs is something you guys can really encourage a lot of people to do. A lot of grinding, a lot of massive music, you know guys, plots, side quests, storylines, you know, doing something you guys can end up doing. And you guys can think about by doing a lot of that, so. But do not forget to do exploration while we're at it. You know, you do not know what's going to happen. But you want to see what can really build up for a change too, so. I mean, it's not about how much you can bring. It's about how much you can fit in when it comes to having an awesome experience, a lot of exploration with gaming, and, you know, guys, you want to see how much better and better it is for you. So, I mean, not for me, but for you guys too. So, well, guys, while we're gonna be heading to, I'm gonna go ahead and go back. I'm gonna quickly go ahead back to Peopleheim really fast. But RPGs, guys, Square Enix does not disappoint. Tokyo Game Show, we still have another 5 months, so. Till we hear something big about Kingdom Hearts 4. Kingdom Hearts 4, guys, is not going to be really a bad board. It's not going to be a bad idea to predict right now. So, we still have the tools and the announcements when it's ready. But RPGs, I've always been a hardcore badass since I was a kid. I always have and always will. So yeah, nobody can prevent anything. If you guys are into sports games, I'll tell you guys what I've been doing with baseball. You know, guys, during the last few days. You know, out of the park baseball 19. See how I'm doing with logos and team players on PSN baseball. So, guys, if you guys are having your own sites, you guys are doing your own gameplays, doing your managing on teams, you know, guys, for games that really get your attention. You know, guys, still having a lot of fun. You know, guys, to yourselves, to a lot of people that can watch you, you watch them. It usually makes it worthwhile. That's all that matters. That's all it can really begin. And you guys always want to demonstrate what you guys can play with them, so. And maybe sometime you guys will see what other people are doing. And the way I'm doing for you guys entirely. So guys, if you're into sports games today, they're refreshing your memory, like baseball, racing, tennis, golf, football, basketball, If you guys are into volleyball, you guys are playing tennis, you guys can play a lot of sports games on our behalf today. You guys can protect the sport with a lot of us and see what games that are right behind us. Because you never know what kind of sports games that we'll be in. Alright guys, we finally got some new quests today. I mean, new side quests. We got White Mouse, Ringworm, Marilith. Now, Marilith, guys, is from, now you guys remember one thing when it comes to other builds with ranks, and yes guys, with real monsters on top of it? Well, 9 times out of 10. If you guys remember Marilith, she was actually from Final Fantasy 1, accompanied by Zodiac. Zodiac is pretty much a thunder god, to be honest. We still have the Crocodile, Feral Retriever is new guys, the Rapple Bunny, and Admus. Now Admus is not going to be, that hard to really predict. Now Admus, guys, you've seen him in every single Final Fantasy game you guys can think about. Zex83, make a love shout out. What's up, on Torrance? Good morning. Thank you for jumping in with us, guys. And the rest of our 625 mods here today. As long as we have something much more true. And yes, guys, it's true. It's damn true. You guys can play any best sports games out there with no extra cost. Now, speaking of sports, guys, I just got done doing Game 2 of our 1975 Reds replay. So, and that was actually from Out of the Park Baseball 19 from the last few days this week. So, I don't want to say too much on it, but I don't think there's any progression or going one path to another path and the other one as such. But I do want to add a little bit. So basically, guys, if you think about it, I actually did do Game 2 of our Reds, or Home Stadium and I, in my 1975 Reds replay, and it wasn't much of a game. So basically, our Reds and I ended up losing 9-0. It was Game 2 of an opening day series, guys. Our Reds, our first loss and I, taking on the visiting Dodgers. So, there was not much going on. Ended up losing 9-0 in the homestand. And, no guys, there wasn't much going on. It's just that the visiting Dodgers just blew themselves away. When it comes to everything else going either way. When it comes to gaming. When it comes to, guys having a lot of runs, a lot of RBIs, a lot of strikeouts, and also guys, awesome defense and offense when it comes to playing baseball. So, so basically, guys, Game 2 is exactly in the books for now. Game 3, guys, of our Riverfront Stadium, guys, or Reds and I. Game 3 will probably be later on this week. It all depends what time we'll have. I have Steve 2 to 7 today, guys, besides the meeting. Well, tomorrow and Wednesday. So, we'll probably have the meeting besides today, so we'll have enough time this week. See where everything else stands. But yeah, guys, so that's exactly where I'm at in my 1975 Reds replay. So, 0-2 start, not the best. But when it comes to the actual, baseball season in real life, the Cincinnati Reds were actually 2-0 in the first 2 games over the Dodgers. Now a lot of us can have our memories checked. Now, as far as PSN baseball goes, I haven't paid a little bit attention this week on my 2004 Cubs replay. But what I'm going to be doing with that is I'm still going to be starting something, interesting with that, and basically what I'm doing with team baseball logos in the 2004 replay of our Cubs and I is, I think I'm almost done. I think I'm entirely almost done with, with the team logos and the team players on this baseball lineups, and guys, see exactly what we're doing. Guys, baseball is life. So we're having a lot of fun. You know, you want to see what the other stars are at. Make yourselves a team player, calling your own plays, doing something with defense and offense with lineups on it. As long as you're controlling one baseball team at a time, you know, you got to be smart at things. You guys always want to be on top of things. If you're having pitching rotations, any other stuff with rotations, you know, guys with views and beliefs, you know, just to make sure everything else is going your way. You always want to have something standing tall for you guys, so. Okay, so right now, what I'm going to be doing as of anything else on the YouTube app is, I'm going to be looking for Sedan or Sedan. So what we're actually doing is, hold on guys, let me go to the hunt really fast. Really fast on this one. Yeah guys, baseball is life. You gotta know exactly what we're doing. You know, just to make sure everything else is grouped up. And do not lose that, guys. It's like if you're not doing what you're doing with baseball, with basketball, football, then you guys are not having the best ones possible. You know, having the best energy and the best stamina. You talk about stealing bases too. That's all I can recommend. I'm not gonna be replacing baseball. Fun, the baseball stadiums are at too, so that's all there is to it, trust me. As long as everything else is in, you know, you talk about doing something that you guys can stand and deliver. You know, promise when it comes to sports games or RPGs all the time, so. But as long as you know what you're doing with you guys, with any games you play, you want to take your time on them and go through a walkthrough, like I always am with you guys. So it does not need a motive or changing anything to the next level. Nobody's to be able to be at fault or start blaming. But yeah, guys, that's where the games are at. There's a lot of fun, a lot of greatness, and a lot of things to really get to, you know. As long as you do not miss a single spot, or miss a single thing to look into. Nobody wants to miss a single thing, and to keep everybody else alarmed. You guys want to play the best games possible that are out there. That's all there is, trust me. Well guys, that's going to be the end of Steam today. Now as far as if I'm going to get any new games this year, that's going to be tough, but since we're not going to have that meeting today, guys, I have Chief 2 to 7 today, probably another 2 days as well, tomorrow in the morning, and yes guys, on Wednesday in the morning. You know guys, let's keep the 2 days going for now, until we have that meeting, you know, worth gathering, and also, you know, keeping everything else positive, and also keeping everything else normal. You see how we're doing with ours at Steve, and you know guys, to see exactly what we're doing. Keep everything else in general for it. Well, we'll see what happens for this week. We don't want to get ourselves, you know, out of control or drawing craziness. But that will be the end of Steam today, guys, on a Monday morning. Next stream will probably be, I mean, I want to switch something with RoboCop Rogue City. It's coming Thursday in the mornings. I almost want to try, but it's only been like a few weeks since I mean, my ass has been tired, I've been relaxing, and, you know, I've been working all the time, so. We do not want to get ourselves being clueless, or get ourselves, disturbance in the Force. If you guys are watching Star Wars from yesterday, there's a little more, and a little more leftovers on that too, so. Do not get yourselves, trapped or binding a resolution. Nobody wants to get yourselves unhinged, or unleashed. But that will be the end of Steam today, guys, on a Monday morning. That's exactly what we're at. May the 5th be with you. It's kind of like May the 6th be with you. That won't be until tomorrow on a Tuesday in the morning, so we'll end up keeping everything else added. But that will be the end of Steam today, guys. My name on Steam is ZachDawson93. Let's go after any in-store purchases or pre-orders. That should not be bad. We're keeping much more alarming, amazing, and also worth tackling. Some guys, in-store purchases and pre-orders. Alright guys, speaking of other stuff today, plans to today, just to begin with and handle. The most important thing, guys, is more comfortable and also accurate, keeping everything else current. The most important rule, guys, is love, support, and respect is the key. It's awesome and creative, being calm and collective, and keep everything else in general by watching and checking everything out. Guys, having much more sadistic, because that's another thing too. You actually have no clue what's going to be happening in the future, but a lot of us will be around, for years and years and years to come. When it comes to YouTube, yes guys, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram while we're at it. But only the 3 apps would be very important for us. That's all that matters. But you guys see also being creative, you can say we're awesome on voices, if we're using headsets or anything that makes us sound good, we're doing it for each other. And yes guys, knowledge is power. So remember guys, like it, so comment and follow. Like, so comment and follow guys, like and share the stream, engage, and yes guys, meet and greet when we can. Making sure we're not feeling, not feeling broke or feeling exactly what we're doing. And see what we're, not switching gears for. Okay, speaking of other stuff today, this really involved my channel. You guys know how we can get our stuff back up. So guys, so number one, if we're looking at views and W8s, I always look at this 24/7. If I'm losing followers, if I'm going up a whole lot. What's dropping has been, the first thing to the last thing that's been going on my YouTube channel in the chat with you guys. So guys, my views today, I'm at 1,400. Watch hours, 35.3 right now. So even though a lot of that's been gone, it does not need to replace a single thing a whole lot. So that's why I want a lot of that stuff being back up, which I know, which you guys understand we do. But it's only going to be a matter of time. So, and how much we can really still do it together, and how much we can still predict on it. So like I said guys, I'm not sure. I mean, hopefully soon, before the end of this month, and my other stuff on the channel, better and better than ever, as far as anything else can start beginning, and see where that goes. I would love to have you guys encourage them, and just to really stay more positive and much more to begin. We got guys, WAs today, 1,400, and I'm actually in the mid-30s right now on W8s. So my number guys on W8s on the channel, 35.3. So those are my totals guys as of now. So remember guys, like it, so comment and follow. Do not get yourselves rust, and do not get yourselves pushed. Because that would be the last thing that would happen. Not knowing what you're doing, and not getting yourselves, regrouping. There's a lot of things that a lot of us can get to. We want to take our time, but not get ourselves, not being, having a bad pulse. I mean, good pulse. But keeping ourselves energetic and staying under control. That's all there is. We always want to have the tools in the box, and also being exactly who we want to be in general. Well guys, speaking of other stuff today, remember one important thing, important detail. So remember guys, like it, so comment and follow, like and share the stream, and always meet and greet. And the most important thing guys, is to make my channel much more better, just like you guys, between trying to get monetization at the end of this year. But I don't want to try to jinx it. Probably not. But you never know what happens in the future. So other than that guys, like it, so comment and follow, like and share the stream, socialize, have something much more extra, like and share the stream guys, like, so, comment and follow, and try to gear up. The most important thing guys, for our channel is to stay much more upwards instead of downwards, as we watch our videos in full, like and share the stream, guys. Making sure we have our social media. Making sure everybody else is here. Making sure I think a lot of us will always love to hear what people have to say, so having strong, honest opinions, and always being honest with yourself, guys, and to a lot of people, too, so we don't want to get ourselves being stuck forever, so nobody wants to see a lot of that going on with other people, either here in the United States, state, or whatever country. People don't want to see that happen for you. So guys, as far as the sunstones, we're not going to do another sunstone. Honestly, no. We already completed one quest today. We can see what we can do with other hunts right now. But we'll keep that in general, guys. Keep it much more alive. So we're going to go back to Rabanester and, do some with hunts really fast. So the most important thing, guys, is to watch our videos in full. Like and share the stream, guys. Get me up there, guys. I can help you guys by doing one step at a time with followers, WAs, and views, as much as anything. But all we have to do, guys, is connect and follow each other on accounts, not only accounts on YouTube, on Facebook, and also on Twitter. Yeah, guys, we bring everybody else together, our social media and our podcast services, all around YouTube and all around the United States, like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and so much more. So guys, come to think of it today, since we all know GTA 6 won't be exactly releasing above Damsel in Distress till next year, that brings us a lot of questions. But I'm not going to ask a lot of that, so it doesn't have a bad influence on it, and not get itself dry or pretty much wet when it comes to rain and thunder, so there's really not much to have pleasure on. So guys, we always fill guys with popularity, entertainment, and energy, our biggest, strongest, smart, amazing, phenomenal, wonderful, strongest power of our community. We always want to do what we can for one another. We don't want to banish one another by just taking our time instantly. So yeah, guys, for your king and your luckiest man entirely. So guys, I'm going to do other quests, other side quests as well. I'm going to be doing the ringworm. The ringworm, guys, would be the Load Town. We want to go to Balzac, B-A-L-Z-A. Sorry, guys, B-A-L-Z-A-C. And then we'll do the Feral Retriever. Feral Retriever, guys, is kind of like a llama or some sort of a chimera. So we want to go to Mount Romy Space to go talk to Heinz. And then I'll probably just do... Well, I'm not going to do Malif right now. I'll probably do the White Mouse as well. Almost, guys, will just be something, with a different color and something slimy on it. So, let's keep that in mind. As long as this list is not fluid. Well, guys, speaking of other stuff today, for popularity, entertainment, and energy, we're going to open up the gate, guys. We're going to begin with in-gaming news, guys. As your king and your luckiest man. Somebody's selling its laptop, guys, for a channel. Alright, guys, we're going to start with in-gaming news today. With the official launch trailer, a game called Moroi. Moroi, guys, is pronounced M-O-R-O-I. Now, the game itself, guys, is a isometric action-adventure game. Now, if we look at action-adventure games, guys, recently, you look at other adventure RPGs, you have something from the ground up on it. Hold on, guys, let me look at hunts for a second. So, guys, we have a few of them going. Now, Belzec, guys, I think we want to jump into that for a second. And we are at level 40. But the other three are 41. So, the game itself, guys, is called Moroi. Only a 5-letter word. So, here's the thing about this game, guys. The game itself is an action-adventure game developed by Violet Saint. A lot of us will fight, guys, through the engine, guys. Excuse me. A personalized hellscape of twisting corridors. Racing gears, guys, of this game. Mori that we're looking at. Also running flash, by the way. Excuse me. Also, guys, survive by wielding unorthodox weaponry. Also as attaching the vicious teeth of a talking dunk to your sword, or selling enemies with added projectiles to the aid of a powerful moon. So you guys can have this playable game. It's available now on Steam. I don't think it's actually free exactly. So for free, no. But if I'm thinking the game is not as bad, I think it's probably average, based on whatever the in-game review is. But 9 times out of 10, guys, if you look at a game completely, it's mostly going to be on Steam. If you look at it on the PC, or look at other games that are, predicting otherwise, see what those games are going to be going. Well, guys, we're looking at the top option for a second. Okay, never mind. I thought we were talking to somebody else for a second. So, guys, we're not going to do that one yet. We can probably save that. We can maybe save that. Save that for. We can probably save up for that for next week. So, guys, what we're going to be doing is, since we're going to be going above the lowdown on this one, I'm going to quickly go back to the staircase here and see how much we can bring. So yeah, guys, that game is M-O-R-O-I. It's called Mori, or Morai. Not Mori, but Morai, whatever. You guys can also check out Project Motor Racing. Now, I'm not much of a racing fan, if you guys ask. No, the game itself, as a whole, when it comes to racing, guys, and its own paths, and also fighting a straight line, a first-person racing simulation game, guys, will be launching this coming fall for the PS5, Xbox, and also on Steam. I doubt this racing game is going to be on the Switch 2, because the Switch 2 is just going to have some sort of self-control with a racing game. So, just to have anything else to refresh its device, or having any racing games on the Switch 2. I think there might be a few, but most of the time it could be. Well, I know we're still looking at Pokemon. A new Pokemon game that Phil wants to buy this year, but he's not going to be able to, waste a lot of that money from the ground up. So, but I, for one, am not going to take a bigger risk or take something to classify for it. So here's the thing about Project Motor Racing, guys. It's a first-person racing simulation game that's coming out of Stray 4 Studios. As a lot of us can get a feel, guys, for this upcoming cutting-edge racing game set to feature. Well, you know how a lot of us watch NASCAR, or I know Formula 1 was on yesterday, despite the fact with other racers, driving their own vehicles, having their own arsenal and whatnot. Well, if you talk about Formula 1 for a second, that's pretty much different, and pretty much smart where you're headed to, and also keeping everything on a straight line. So, well, let me talk to Kites for a minute. Okay, you don't have much of anything. Okay, Fuzz Buzzer. Okay, you do not have anything. Hold on, let me go to Hunts. We wanted. Oh, okay, there he is, guys. I think we're a little far ahead. Just want to talk to Balzic, so let's go to the bottom. So here's the thing, guys. So this racing game does have 70 plus vehicles from 10 racing classes and 27 track layouts. So given that, guys, the racing game is called Project Motor Racing. It's going to be launching this coming fall on the PS5, guys, Xbox, and on Steam. I don't see the racing game being, being delayed to next year. The way Grand Theft Auto 6 was going into next year. So, that's not going to happen twice as hard for this year. Even though one game has been missed, only for this fall, and wanting to see what comes up next. So, all I'm saying is, guys, if GTA 6 is going to have another big trailer that can give us that this coming fall. Well, the other few games this coming fall, like for example, guys, Borderlands 4 and Delta Snake Eater, as far as those two games are concerned, they should not be able to miss a single beat or miss a single thing under its developed and its gameplay with its own trailers on them. So, I do see Project Motor Racing being, I want to say maybe a little bit excellent to see where the action goes. But as I said, I haven't played a lot of racing these days. I haven't paid enough efforts on it. But Project Motor Gaming may be a little bit sharp, not compared to Cars and Cars 2, Cars 3, from a Disney movie perspective. I think there's also one other racing game that's been out there. Well, I know it's not NASCAR. I know it's not the other one that I'm thinking of, something fairly. I know there's a different racing game. Oh yeah, guys, Need for Speed. No, Need for Speed was something that was, having a lot of media, having a lot of, good stuff going on. A lot of racing, taking on co-op and a lot of your friends, doing single player with them. So I don't think it replaces any remorse or any selection. So we'll see how that fits in for that game for the this coming fall. We're also going to be looking at actually, I'm not going to really check out President Trump announcing 100% tariff on non-United States movies. Now, I can think of one of two movies. One of them is The Last Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise in it, and that is The Final Reckoning. So I do know, honestly, President Trump is, I want to say he's doing something with movies that are outside, like having national security threats. So, even though President Trump did have previous tariffs on the pre-orders for the Switch 2, I honestly think it was pretty much a little more of a letdown. But now President Trump, guys, he's doing something with non-United States movies. But I'm not going to really, start thinking something with a shovel and do something, think about tariffs. I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. You talk about damn tariffs all the time. You don't want to have budget cuts going one way out of the other. That's just something you do not want to mess around with. But I feel like if it's 100% tariff with movies, I feel like it's pretty much a little bit burned to the ground a little bit. But I don't think it's pretty much a lot of ways or just to have something work. Especially if people can work something else work something out together. Just to see what exactly is going on, and yes, guys, 9 times out of 10, I don't think we need to see a lot of that going on. I mean, first it was the Switch 2, and now it's something, guys, with the movies. I don't see why the movies have to really be, pointed in one direction towards President Trump, I mean, we're not going to worry about the damn UK. As far as what the other stuff's going to be, it's seeing exactly what is really bothering the other people. And see what's really, not being built in, But my ass is not going to really think about the tariffs, what President Trump is doing, but everybody's entitled to their own thing, otherwise. Well, guys, speaking of Ringworm, I think we're probably going to I think we'll probably bust our butts on this bastard right now. So the main one, guys, is kind of like battling Tiamat or some sort of big monster than PS. So I'm not gonna worry about the damn tariffs mostly. So honestly, no. So apparently, guys, remember one thing before we go further. We are always filled, guys, with popularity, entertainment, and energy. Our biggest, strongest, amazing, strongest, beautiful, exciting, epic, strongest, beautiful power of our community. With your king and your luckiest man. Now, speaking of delays, guys, remember how I told you guys yesterday that GTA 6 was delayed to May 26th of next year? So basically, GTA, back when GTA 6 got delayed to next year, apparently, according to Rockstar, when they actually announced the news that the game wasn't going to be released this coming fall, and I did tell you guys about this yesterday. So GTA 6's delay, guys, thus affected the entire video game industry. A date that contains everything for your Rockstar. All I'm gonna say is, guys, no kidding. All I know is, actually, guys, let me tell you something. If you're thinking about delaying another game like Delta Snake Eater, no. But I honestly think, with May 26th for next year for GTA 6, I still think that game, besides this year, not winning Game of the Year, but despite the fact for that game delaying to next year, I still think that game, going into 2026, by that year, and also by that time, by the time we get to next year, guys, GTA 6 is still going to win, no matter what happens. Doesn't matter if we get another big trailer this coming fall, guys, for October, November, December, once we have another winter season. But ever since they delayed the damn thing to next year, I don't think President Trump was actually behind this either. I mean, you could say that. But back when the first ever trailer, the Rockstar game put in for GTA 6 from earlier this year, it's all over, and it's going to be having 100-hour weeks worth. If you look at a previous game, you talk about Red Dead Redemption 2, guys. So, I think it was probably the tariffs that President Trump was doing after the Switch 2. I think, at least by far. At least what we know about in return. I mean, so far beyond that. Beyond that or upon this, guys, so I honestly think that does explain the facts that GTA 6 is not releasing till next year. At least by then. Alright? So, but basically, back when the game got delayed, it had it actually did have a 0.2 increase from 2 years ago of 2023. I'm not gonna get to any more of this. I mean, you guys understand my opinion. Everybody can appreciate the honesty and the acceptance on it. So, I just think Rockstar is doing a better idea. This doesn't really affect the entire game industry. But you see, guys, if Rockstar was not going to delay the damn thing, that game would have won this year. I repeat. If GTA 6 was thinking about releasing for Rockstar Gaming this coming fall, that game would have won this year. But all I'm saying is, if GTA 6 is going to the right direction for next year, going into 2026, that game is still going to win. That son of a bitch is still going to win next year's Game Awards. It's not going to be this year, guys. Let's have everybody apologize for that game not coming out. Or not releasing till next year, so. I mean, people can start being pissed off or being whining and complaining the way people want it, but Rockstar is not going to really say yes or no, going into next year. So yeah, I just think, guys, in a positive note, and also on a decent time, I just think what they're actually doing with GTA 6 is part of exactly what Rockstar Gaming behind GTA of what people can really see something beyond it, and doing something that's more, you know, doing something that's totally in between, you know? I mean, a lot of us can understand why, you know? I mean, people don't have to whine and whine all the time, you know, and say this game has to come out since it's not going to be delayed. No. A lot of us have an understanding of why this game is not releasing this year. I told you guys about this yesterday. You know, it's just, if they just want to wait around and not do anything, maybe do something for this coming fall, I think Rockstar is having themselves, you know, another year to think about it and do something in a better time usual. Let's just see what is going to be happening by then. But if GTA 6 is going to be winning, it's not going to be this year, guys. It's not going to be this year. But apparently, if that game is not going to really, you know, not lean towards this year, it's going to be winning next year. So, I don't think there's any fucking complaining on it. So, we don't have to worry about, you know, have something successful, or have somebody be occupied, or doing something people do not want to hear. When it comes to delaying games, people want to have something much more in front, and also being top to bottom, you know? I mean, I don't think it's all of our fault that the game is not coming out till next year, and releasing till next year, you know? All I know is if Rockstar Gaming is not pressuring a lot of fans and a lot of people by doing that, that game is not going to be like Helldivers. Helldivers only got delayed twice. I think it was like twice, maybe like 3 times. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, or if I'm right in the stream. But all I'm saying is, guys, if we're waiting for another damn year till next year for GTA 6, then I believe that's something we can exactly do until we get to that time. So I don't think a lot of us will wait around forever until that game gets exactly what it wants from Rockstar Gaming. So I don't think anything else will start pressuring a lot of people. So it's whatever matters. No top stories today, guys, for our popularity, entertainment, and energy. And GTA 6 really wants to make us wait, you know? I mean, we can also wait around as much as we can, but not all the time. But as long as we have something to control what better games besides GTA 6 now releasing at the end of this year, I think that's calm and keeping everything else much more on a positive note. But not to have any living space, so as long as it's back to its lamp. Today's in-gaming news, guys, is brought to you by Adventure Deadlands. You guys can watch it on YouTube, on Spotify. So the Adventure guys, Deadlands, are doing Season 2 right now. So you guys can watch Season 2 of Adventure Deadlands, guys, on YouTube and Spotify for more details. Because I understand people can really start being conflicted about delaying a game. I mean, it's not that hard to really pursue or not trying to sue a company. Does it make it harder and harder that people can really, you know, wait around, you know? I mean, it's not about doing the waiting game if you're waiting for, if you're waiting to have a doctor's appointment or, you know, driver's permit if you're looking to drive a vehicle. You know, with your family, your friends, or anyone we can think of. But all I'm saying is, guys, not to get all worked up, as I was not as much today. All I'm saying is, if GTA 6 wants to put out another trailer from Rockstar Gaming, then Rockstar better get their butts loosened. They better have the seatbelts, you know, in. Because a lot of us are going to be waiting around forever, guys. Of what we're leaning towards for the future. So, all I have to say is, guys, Rockstar just needs to give us what we want. And you guys understand we do. Rockstar knows how to stand and deliver. We want to have something with GTA 6. We want to have something with Borderlands 4 for this year. We want to do something with Delta Snake Eater. No, those games, guys, those games, I don't see the other two games being delayed either. That's all I can say. You know, it's much more differently, much more to think about it, and, you know, you guys are entitled to my opinion, and everybody else's opinion right now, but GTA 6 with Rockstar can have their own direction. They can do whatever damn thing they want to do. I mean, people are not going to be stopping other people, not hearing what they really want to say involving that position. So, all I know is, guys, if Rockstar can get something going for next year, people don't have to be upsetting to a lot of people, and not wait around at its finest. Now, speaking of other stuff, guys, that's going to wrap everything up for today. I'm a little bit tired. I don't want to get ourselves erupted about GTA 6. Always going forward. That's all I'm going to really say about GTA 6 for this week. I'm not going to mention anything else by far. And no, I'm not. So, you guys heard what I had to really begin with. That's all that matters. Alright, guys, that's going to wrap everything up for today. I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning. So, based on the schedule, we're not having that meeting with Caleb and Kevin this afternoon around 3:30. So, for the most part, I get to go back to see for great people, guys. I work 2 to 7 today. Probably another 2 days at WoW. Tuesday morning tomorrow, and Wednesday morning after tomorrow. Since we're not going to have that meeting today, it's probably going to be tomorrow or Wednesday. But I will try to keep you guys info and posted. But as far as what the next stream is, I maybe want to debate. My guess is maybe on Thursday in the morning for RoboCop Rogue City. It's coming Thursdays every week. So we're going to do something, right there, right here, and pretty much from there. And then we will come back, guys, with Ghostwire Tokyo. It's coming Saturday and Sunday mornings. Same time, same channel, going forward. If you guys want to catch more, if any of you today do not want to hear any extra right now on GTA 6 for next year, if you guys want to catch more Final Fantasy XII Zodiac games, from Tuesday mornings to today, for the last few Mondays so far, if you guys want to catch more Final Fantasy XII Zodiac games, we do have a few hunts unlocked. Guys, see what happens next week. I don't know if anything else will be pausing. We'll be stopping by then, so we'll see what happens. If you guys want to catch more Final Fantasy XII Zodiac games for now on 40+, for any game we do on every schedule, make sure you guys hit that like button, support button, and comment. Always remember, guys, one thing: like it, share, comment, and follow. Like and share the stream, support it, add it to a playlist, increase my channel, guys. I can help you guys whenever I can. So like and share the stream, guys. Like, share, comment, and follow, and socialize as much as we can bring, and start bonding with the others. The most important thing, guys, and also the most important rule to state, and also states the following: love, support, and respect is the key. Guys, love, support, and respect is the key. It's the awesome and creative. With our 625 mods today, which is awesome. It's good. Do not get yourselves being alone or looking to stretch further. It's like if you're a Marvel hero, you pretty much have the tools, and you want to bring something to the table. You don't want to have a lot of cards on your table either, so it's all about when, guys. How, but when. That's where the option really fits in. It's where an answer can always fit into a question. But yeah, guys, the awesome and creative, and yes, guys, knowledge is power. Anytime we manage to find people, socialize with people, get our channels increased with W8s and feuds, for example, all we need to do, guys, is share our info, share our thoughts, and also follow and share it, guys, on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So remember guys, like it, share, comment, and follow. I would love nothing more from you guys to increase my W8s, my damn views, and my followers together. But it's not going to be higher forever. So I don't want any other set to be dropping on the channel, along with you guys as well. So I want my channel to be up there, the way you guys did for me, and the way I can do for you guys too. So if we can reach out a few extra people, that'd be excellent. That'd be a good, smart move. If we can do something involving that, I know we can have something to handle. But it's not about how you do it. You do it because you're driven, and you actually want to stand tall when we can. It's not going to be hard to lift something you really want to not pleased by other people by doing it. But as long as there's a lot of appreciation, people should always be involved when we can. Not care about ourselves, but also each other, yourselves next, and also a lot of people. Whatever way can work out, guys. So it'll work out, no problem. As long as we take our time and not get ourselves, pointing the finger and being upset all the time. But we want to take one thing at a time, guys, with our YouTube channels. Have my channel uploaded first, along with you guys with mine. With you guys's. So it'll work out fine, and we'll have something to really complete. But alright guys, like and share the stream, like, so, comment, and follow. So also guys, a lot of laughs, a lot of smiles. So remember guys, like it, share, comment, and follow. Increase it, watch it, and take your time. So other than that guys, like and share the stream, like, so, comment, and follow. And keep everything in the clear. And make sure everything else is crystal clear when we have something on our YouTube channels for years and months to come. All we need to do, guys, is follow and share it, take your time, and, relax. So all we need to do, guys, is the most important thing we have to do for our YouTube channels to increase our channels from the bottom back to the way up that we used to be. It's doing the same we can really handle. All we need to do, guys, the most important thing is we watch our videos in full, like and share the stream, bring our social media, our YouTube accounts with thumbs up, a lot of views, a lot of support, speculation. You guys remember, we are always filled with popularity, entertainment, and energy. Our strongest, our biggest, beautiful, fantastic, excellent, awesome strongest power of our community. With our 625 mods. We watch our videos in full, make sure they're crystal clear, making sure we have our YouTube accounts with our mods and our followers. Our basic number today, guys, we're at 625 on the channel, which is pretty much brilliant right now. Making sure we have our social media, and today, guys, our podcast services. Give me 1 minute. Don't want to forget another detail. As long as it's not really likely or doubtful. Hold on guys, I'm just double checking. Okay, never mind. Yeah guys, we'll bring our social media and our podcast services all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. That's between the three, once, or pretty much three at the same time. So yeah guys, since we're not having that meeting today, because I have to tackle, with great people at sea this afternoon. I guess it's probably tomorrow or Wednesday. So I'll have another 2 days as well by then. Thank you, Runaway, for stopping by, my brother. At least you're helping my channel. Do whatever you can, guys. So, nothing else but start surrendering or being on pause. So, see you again, guys. Another 2 days at WoW for the time being. Tomorrow, Wednesday. I should be back Thursday morning, guys, for your king. Luckiest man for RoboCop Broke City for Thursday mornings. And then we might follow it up with the Saturday and Sunday mornings for Ghostwire Tokyo by then. So we'll have that to reassure, keep on grouping up, and having better repairs. But we'll have that, guys, same time, same channel. But we're going to get through to the 7th today, guys. So May the 5th be with you. Today's May 5th, 2025. And we'll share our thoughts. And we'll have our channels be better and better. And much more to increase. Hopefully we can get it before the end of May. So we'll have that one going. Try to twist and turn, guys. And so far today. So alright, guys. Happy May the 5th to you guys in the chat. For our 625 mods and our followers. Don't forget, guys. Do what we gotta do. And do not get yourselves by being alone. Do not exactly have any tutorial. So guys, be good to one another, be kind, and love one another. Happy May the 5th, guys. May the force be with you. Stay on the light side, and stay on the bright side. Do not get yourselves controlled by the dark side if you're with the Star Wars characters that are bad guys and also controlling it. Do not get yourselves dark, but stay in the light. That's where everybody should actually want to be, for instance. Have a good rest of your Monday, guys. I'll be back hopefully Thursday. Make sure everything else is woken up for me, and then we'll follow it up. Have a good rest of your Monday, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. And the force be with you, and I will see you